Well, this is a little walkthrough through all of the tracks of the concept album Man on the Shore that I will be releasing on Spotify this coming Friday, August the 9th. The first track is called Promise. And this is about the character of the record, the man finding himself in the midst of a divorce. And he looks at his little child and promises to fight to be a father for him as he grows up.
The light of dawn.
The second track, How Could I, is about the man remembering that first encounter with his newborn child.
A little soul came to this world.
And he reflects on how now the mother of the child and the legal system ask him to let go of his own son. The track deals with how impossible this task seems to him, and about how foolish it is to ask such a question from a father.
Sleepless night.
The third track, Modus Operandi. These are the lamentations of this man as he sees the dirty and dishonest tricks playing to try to erase him from the life of his child. It also tries to describe his frustration, as no one seems to see what is really going on.
Innocent little one.
Kafka World. Well, this is a track that I guess that many divorced men can maybe relate to the theme.
Your call is in a queue and will be answered as soon as possible. You are number 9. Please hold.
This is the man showing up at offices, schools, courts, family counselors, endless halls of bureaucrats, and no one seemed to be able to help him or his child. Kafka World has become a reality in the absurdity of this man's plight. Pariah Cast. Well, this is a track about this father singing to his child, his little son. It is about this father's worries about what is going to happen to his son as he will become a man, in a world where everything masculine seems to be now negative or denigrated. It is about how hurt this father feels on behalf of his child, having to grow up in such a world.
I hope that you'll see the world. Can we find a compromise?
This is the track about a man pleading to the mother of the child to not make things worse, to let his child to keep his father.
All I wish.
This is a direct reference to Gustav Holst's The Planet, but on this track, Venus is no longer the goddess of peace as in classic mythology. The roles are reversed, and now Venus is the goddess of war. This track is about all the things this man does to try to keep his sanity and regain his life.
The fable is lost, it feels like a curse. Get up at all costs. Run.
It's a reflection on how much of himself was annihilated under his last relationship, and how he's rediscovering his vitality. The character of the album reflects on the roles of the multitude of experts dealing with his case. Family therapists, psychologists and lawyers saying that their interest is what is the best for the child. But in truth, they live in a world where every complaint the mother makes is a grievance and a truth. Men are in truth seen as a danger, and whatever a woman complains, truth or not, is never an issue. All these experts live off of these grievances. Grievance entrepreneurs. Lost. In this straightforward track where this father cannot feel connection with the new people coming to his life. The conflict and struggle to fight for his child seem to have damaged him, and becoming increasingly isolated and skeptical of the world. In the track Admission, the child of this father has become so brainwashed for so long that the child himself starts saying that he doesn't want to meet his father. This is something very common in many of these cases. For the character of this record, this blow seems absolute and final. This man laments the fact as he recognizes that the battle now is lost.
Feels like an end, but
As the man approaches a tall cliff, he reflects of what has happened and the promise he made at the beginning of the story. A promise that he tried to keep, but in the end failed.
drained, erased.
He never managed to let go of his child, and the only thing left to let go of is himself as he plunges towards the waves.
To take the step to let go of
The idea for this album was triggered by a reportage in the Norwegian press about how a body of an unknown man was found dead lying on the fjord. No one knew who he was and no one had reported him missing. This was a start for writing the story of what might have happened to this man, who after standard procedure was buried as nomen nescio, which means I do not know the name. The record paints a possible fictional story of what happened to him.
Yet I know you're alive.
The record is linked to a documentary film that I directed in 2022 titled The Bothersome Father, which dealt with exactly the same subject of child-parent separation, the riveting challenges for those involved, and the complicated political and judicial issues this raises.
Approaching the cliff.
Thank you for checking out this video and listening to the preview of the album, and remember that it is now available both on Spotify and on Bandcamp. Thank you.
Open my arms, plunge to the dark, the tears in my eyes.